What's going on, everybody? We're back. It's your friend Will. This is Memory Lapse, and we're doing another new deck this morning. This one, pretty fun, interesting list that I again found through the game podcast Discord. So there's no way to support me currently, and maybe there never will be. But if you like Magic, you like deck lists, you should consider one, listening to the game podcast GAM, and two, supporting them through their Patreon and getting access to their Discord, where people just are constantly posting deck lists, both good and interesting, and sometimes both. And we're hoping this one falls into that third category, or that combo category. So this is a take on Esper Control that is splashing white for Ixalan's Binding, Teferi, and Dawn of Hope, which does seem like a very underrated win condition against decks like Jeskai that really have no way to deal with it when you get it down. And plays Fountain of Renewal, which just the incidental life gain, also the combo with Dawn of Hope. Cards like main deck Thought Erasure, Ritual of Soot, which lines up really nicely against, has like a 4-mana Wrath against the green decks where you don't necessarily want to be settling them, settle the wreckage, and giving them all the land, which they can actually make use of. Vraska's Contempt, 1 Karn for Teferi. I ended up putting in a Karn and like a third Ixalan's Binding over something that was main deck here that I didn't want to craft. I forget what it was. And similar for the sideboard, I think there was supposed to be some graveyard removal in the sideboard, but I didn't want to spend any wild cards on it at this point. Though I'm seeing more and more graveyard hate stuff, so I think I'll have to do it. Also note in the sideboard, like this spicy Thief of Sanity. This card, I like to see any deck that's playing this card because I love this type of effect, but let's give this a test. Save and exit. See how this lines up. I have played a couple games with this. I don't think I've played against green-black yet, but I have played against Jeskai and crushed it both games because of the hand disruption elements in game 2 and the ability to pump out life-gaining tokens game 1. This is missing game 1, it's missing a lot of permission, like all the permissions in the sideboard, and it's pretty light. But still found like it was okay. Well, we do have to mulligan, unfortunately. As much as I'd like to keep a double Thought Erasure hand, if we miss any land drops, we're not going to get there. So this is much better. Ooh. This is close. I do like this card, but I think we're going to push it. We don't have white yet. And we don't know if the game is going to be such that we're going to be able to just count on sinking mana into it early or not. Looks like this is going to be the Angels deck. So the question here is it better to Thought Erasure this turn, or Notion Rain and set up for Ritual? I think it's Notion Rain. The upside of Thought Erasure is that we get to take out their most likely turn 3 play, or their most powerful one is History of Benalia, but Ritual of Soot and stuff helps us against that, so we need to find our land drops and we need to see what's coming up next. I think we don't want either of these. The Vraska's Contempt would be nice against any big 4 and 5 drops they have, so maybe we keep that. Cool, and we hit our land. So now next turn we can do like a cast down plus Thought Erasure turn, which I think we're going to do to get rid of their Angel. Yeah. Let's see what they are packing. So Lyra, Conclave Tribunal. We have an answer for Lyra. Conclave Tribunal gets rid of our Karn. Justice Strike won't do anything against us, so let's take the Tribunal here. Let's keep the land on top. And Splendid Angel goes away. This is going to be annoying long term. We actually might need to we might have thought to actually Vraska's Contempt that, or alternatively pluck the Lyra out of their hand so we could use the Vraska's Contempt here. I'm worried now that we're going to take way too much damage from that thing. So let's just play Karn and plus it. Maybe they're even going to spend some time attacking Karn. We also have Ixalan's Binding and stuff, so we have a lot of answers we can find to this. So there's the Lyra. No surprise there. I'm going to plus again because we're going to gain 2 life here. So unsurprisingly, they give us the land. Contempt Lyra, Lyra Lyra. I go back and forth between the two pronunciations. Heal up, Watery Grave. So next turn we can grab the other Contempt. And even play something like Notion Rain. Ooh, Teferi is a good one. For probably the turn after this. Right. So let's run the numbers real quick. There is a difference between... I think we'll do it. I think we're favored to stabilize against this card. Like Dawn of Hope would actually do a lot against it. Though we are missing the second white source. Wow, another Lyra. Hmm. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. I could have minus Karn for a white source. There. So I think what we're going to do is minus him to create a token. They're going to Justice Strike it, but that's okay. Yep. Alright, so we'll bind the third Lyra. Go to 2. Yep. So I think we're even on minus Teferi here to put this Vanguard away. Plus in Karn. I don't think their deck has anything with haste in it. Okay. Getting Dawn of Hope out. This scooped does it too. I guess they're not playing any main deck burn, or they just know that we're gonna start gaining some life. Alright, so that was really close. Against their deck. Playing the control game seems best. Thought Erasure actually does not seem that bad because they pack so many big spells. Notion Rain, I could see cutting some number of these because the life total could be a little iffy. I think we only want to bring in like the Eldest Reborn and maybe we're not even. The cast downs seem weak. They're pretty bad against a lot of their cards. Disdainful Stroke might also be good against them. Cut a Notion Rain. Ritual of Soot wasn't very good there. But it's going to line up well against some of their draws. Yeah, maybe we need cheaper stuff. Cheaper stuff might be the answer. We can probably cut one Dawn of Hope. Let's try that. Let's try this. I think the Disdainful Strokes will be good. A little bit lucky there that their draw was kind of slow. But the Vanguard really gave us the business. Alright, so we'll keep. And hopefully we can Notion Rain into some answers. Or at least some white mana. No Vanguard is awesome for us. I mean, I'm guessing we're going to see Knights this turn. The Saga. Because I don't know why they would keep a hand with no 1 or 2 if it didn't have Saga in it. Yep. Alright, so we're just digging for white here. We're going to take the 2. White or Soot. Moment of Craving is good. This also seems like a deck that could use seems like a deck that could use Treasure Map. There might be a build of this that uses like more cards and treasure maps too. So I guess we're contempting Shalai here. We're going to go to 10. Hope they don't have another. Wow, they just have it. So now we need to draw a white source. Disdainful Stroke. Okay. This illustrates, I think, why you see more people leaning towards Jeskai rather than Esper too, because it's very hard without the black-white and the blue-white duels that are coming in the next set to do this white splash. And that's why we're not playing the either Settle or Wrath. I mean, we're not playing Settle because the positioning is not nearly as good as it as it used to be. But the 5 mana Wrath, yeah, they just got us for uncounterable. So we just got blown out on the draw there. We played exactly like 3 cards. But we're gonna keep it as is. I think this will be fine. We could have gone 1 card deeper if we had pushed the Moment of Craving. But alright. This is a keep. We have our colors, we have some early removal. And if we hit anything like Notion Rain, be okay. Just something to power us through. Cool. Let's just answer this now. Okay. I think they only play like 2 or 3 of them, but yeah, actually that's a good reason to use Contempt then, since they probably only play 2 or 3. Whereas whatever Aurelia, I know that they play 4 of. If they untap that and play that next turn, I want to binding that because there's much higher potential they have multiples in hand. They're stuck on land. Okay. Let's see what they got, and then we can decide how to use this binding. All right. Shalai, Aurelia, Tribunal. Tribunal's annoying because it gets to take our binding. So we're going to get rid of that, push the land. I have to assume if they draw land here, they're jamming Aurelia. Yeah. So get the 2 extra damage on the Vanguard this way. Jeez. So much for the don't draw more lands plan. But at least we got the virtual Duress here. We're at 19, we're at a pretty healthy life total. They're essentially empty-handed. So we have time to draw answers here. I like the top of our deck more than theirs. Is there a reason I can't play this? Oh, they can't be targeted. Okay. Oh, we actually only have like 2 turns. I guess we're just gonna draw lands and lose. That's pretty unfortunate. We more or less had the dream opening. Banefire. Oh, another Respelling Angel. And a Dead Moment of Craving. Yeah, wow. Well, we lost that. We just bricked out for 4 or 5 turns straight. If we had drawn our enchantment, or probably any planeswalker in there, we could have probably could have found a way to win. But or even just an Ocean Rain to get us through our deck. But this card of Down to Vanguard is really, really well positioned against. We almost lost to a game 1, but looking at the deck, it's so well positioned against a deck that's playing things like Ritual of Soot and Cast Down. So maybe, I mean, that red-white deck, I think I'd like to play this deck against other things. That actually might be so well positioned against us because of the number of legends they have, and our answers are very expensive at trading 1 for 1. So having to use an expensive answer on Vanguard is not really great. So I don't know. That's the deck. I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. It's we've had so many videos now where we're playing with cool cards like Dawn of Hope or Freyalis's Saga, and we just never draw them in any of our games. So I know I need to do some more series, but let's see. Did I at least get any quest progress? I think I did. Nice. A little bit. So maybe we'll play some more with this deck because I think it's the type of deck people will enjoy seeing, and it plays some great cards. But you can't win them all. Didn't win that one. So yeah, that's it for this morning's video. And yeah, maybe we'll run it back again tomorrow. So let me know if you liked it. All right, later, everybody.